Hi friends, MD Vegan. Time for my daily greens, and I have this Frisée lettuce. For some days I have it now, and it's really something else. Really, it's a different kind of lettuce, I would say. Here, these are long, lengthy, I would say, leaves. You see, I will show you. I cut them into twos because the stems here, they are a little bit longer. So I cut them into two parts. This is the length you would see. This is a small head, I would say. I cut them into two so I can put it into my big container here. I'll put my food in containers to organize a little bit, to count the ingredients and all these things. Kind of measurement without measuring, really. It's more intuitive. And I kind of show you the ingredients in these containers. That's a really nice thing. So to put them here, I cut them into two, and it's only 5 or 6 or 7 leaves. And that's what I need, because not more, because these have these, the texture is so fascinating. It's a firm texture. It's curly, as you see, and these are really hard. Not really hard, but you want to cut them into small pieces. Otherwise, it may be too unpleasant. It's a bitter flavor. It's a dark leafy green. That's the healthiest food we have. You should absolutely eat it every day, these kind of greens. But when you have this powerful one, the dark one, the very bitter one, slightly bitter one, not very bitter, not very bitter. It's a pleasant bitterness, but you have to balance it a little bit with the other ingredients, otherwise it's not so nice. Bitter is cleansing, and we try to avoid that, but when you balance it with other flavors, it can be very, very nice. So it is a little bit more bitter than others. The darker they get, the more nutrients they have, the more bitter they can become. And then you don't need that much when you have it raw. Now we cut it into small pieces so it easily combines with other ingredients, because you don't want to have just only a leaf here in the mouth and nothing else. You have a large piece of the leaf, put it in the mouth, you chew it, you have nothing else in the mouth, it's only bitter in the end. You don't want that. So cutting into small pieces helps to have many things together in the mouth and to chew it, and then it combines, and then it balances the bitter flavor, and then it's very nice. You balance with the sour, with sweet, with hot, with salty, And all I need today is this amount. I tried one with a large amount, and that didn't work. I tell you immediately, that didn't work. So 6 leaves here, that's the right amount for one salad for one person. And the next thing I found is I have to take more ingredients than just 3. The easiest salad would always be greens, onion, dressing. That's it. I have a tender leafy green that is not too bitter. It's very easy, nice, delicious. You don't need more. But with these, I need a little bit more ingredients. Not only 3. I added tomato and olives and avocados and chilies today. But I have these beautiful orange bottle tomatoes. They are fleshy and sweet and sour. They have a nice tomato flavor, easy to chop. And I have an onion, and that's a special. It's a little bit more onion than usual, but it's also only coarsely chopped. Usually I have the onions minced in a green salad because they combine better. But as I have these firm and spiky leaves, I chop the onion only coarsely, because then they match the texture of these leaves, the spikiness, the firmness that is crunchy with the onion. It's a half onion, a little bit larger one, but not too large, not too much. Not too much onion there, then it turns into unpleasant bitterness again. And the onions are also sweet, not only hot. You don't take too much, then they perfectly balance the endive, or here the frisée, that is, the bitter flavors. The texture I found is very important to balance these flavors, these ingredients. If you want to balance a bitter leaf with a tender leaf, it doesn't work. The leaves have to have a similar texture. Otherwise, the bitter will always stand out, and the tender leafy green would fade in appearance. You wouldn't notice. You only have the bitter flavor again. That cannot happen. That's not good. You need to balance them, and to balance the bitter greens here, the frisée, the onion has to be coarsely chopped only, not minced. So that's the idea. And so I have 3 ingredients now, and I add an avocado. It's a beautiful avocado. Half of a large avocado or a small one. And this is olives, black olives. They go perfectly with avocados, of course. Olives, avocados, both are fruit, by the way. Technically, botanically, I mean. And another ingredient here is a chili pepper, a red chili pepper. This one has been seeded. Usually I take just the chili pepper, I slice them into ringlets, and that's it. But this one is a little bit harder and hotter, so I slice it lengthwise, take out the seeds, scrape it with a spoon, and then cut it into small pieces. That's a little bit better. Because of the kind of the red chili pepper you have, it's always different. So this time, so I have here 6 ingredients, and I will add the dressing. Look at the beautiful, right? It's a new combination. I always try something new to have the endless vegan variety, to enjoy the endless vegan variety. We have so many plants we can eat, and usually we don't. We always make the same recipes. Because how to make a new recipe, ooh, that's a big one, right? I always thought that. I was very impressed. Another recipe, wow, cool, how did he make it? I have no idea. Now I make my own recipes, and that's the next step, the next level to me. Maybe I make it now. I go to a shop, I see something I want to have, a fruit, a plant I never ate before, I would like to try. I take it home and make something. I always find a way, beginning with 3 ingredients, how to make it delicious, and there you go. I never did that before. And here the dressing, it's a garlic cashew dressing, and it's not a lot I need. A little bit more than usual because it's runnier than usual. Because of these frisée leaves, the spiky firm leaves, they like it a little bit runnier, I found, because then I can take a little bit more, so then I can toss everything, and everything is soaking in that dressing. All these things are new. I never did that before. I mean, with a runnier dressing for firmer leaves, I would expect with a firmer leaf I can use a heavier dressing. But the frisée is different again. I feel a runnier dressing better. And here's what I can do with it. And I guess it will be delicious. It's super nutritious, super healthy, and it is something new. The food synergy, the science that cares about how the nutrients and the ingredients work together. Sometimes a plant has 1,000 different nutrients, one plant. They all have a little role in the whole, and take out one, it doesn't work anymore, or not as good, you know. So when they're together, they have the best effect. That's what a plant does. It plants it all together. And that's what this science looks for. But the bottom line is eat as many different plants as you can. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, wait, I forgot that. This is a garlic cashew dressing, and I have another video. I show you how to make it. It's linked under this one. It's cashews, garlic, lemon, pepper, salt. 5 ingredients, and the water. Again, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you like my video, subscribe, MD Vegan on YouTube. Have another recipe every single day. And find me on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and X.